Tiozinho presents Rosalina's Gold Saga 2025-2026. Let us play it and see what's in store for us. Welcome to the Land of Angels. An invasion has been reported, and our princess, Rosalina, must stop the evil plan from being completed. Oh, they even got the Rosalina text up there. That's a nice touch. Alright, starting point. Hello, friend. I'll be sending positive vibes your way on this adventure through the Land of Angels, Yoshi. I suppose that means Yoshi will not be appearing in this film. Guess we'll just immediately go. Nice little overworld so far. I feel like I've seen some of it before, but most overworlds look kind of the same eventually. Nope, not a power-up. That positioning was suspicious. Hard to say, though. Looks fine so far. So if we can prevent doing the thing that happens when we're off moderation. Tip, every time you clear a stage, a save prompt will appear for you to record your progress. Oh, that's lovely. I always like it when games do that. It saves me a lot of trouble. Oh, wait. Those are pipes. Knew it! What happens if you do that with a dragon coin? Nothing. Warning, these Yoshi coins will give you an extra life if all 5 are collected. Why is that a warning? It's like, warning, you will receive extra fiber by eating this biscuit. Like, okay, as long as it doesn't, like, be that much extra fiber. It's an appropriate amount of fiber, I guess. I have no idea where I'm going with this analogy. It's not a very good one. Anyway, we'll just wait for the buses. He almost got me. Kind of like that, actually. You really see bonsai bills used for much at all. Kind of pincering you in there is cute, at least. I like the background. Just cute. Hey, look at Midway! Okay, I'm gonna guess Dragon Coins don't save, so we're gonna try to get all of them first. Forgot about this aspect of moderating sometimes. Doo-doo. This is pleasant so far. There's our dragon coin. Ah, doesn't matter anyway, we're gonna sandbag. Bye, Charlie! Charlie was confused as to why we did that, but we had to do it. We should also it saves the dragon coins on the overworld. Okay, that's interesting. Also appears to remove the Midway entirely. That's a certain amount of care I wasn't expecting from someone's first... Never mind, I forgot what the thing was. Completely forgot what I was looking for. Nice little bouncy track to start us off. Not thrilled with the concrete sky, but we take those, I suppose. Alright, so I don't think that we're using the stars at all, judging by the much smaller HUD. So at least we don't have to worry about that. But it does save Dragon Coins, so we're going to need to keep that in mind. Or it looked like it did? Yeah, it does. Except now that one... We're trying to go through the save to update. Okay, what do we got here? There are many enemies ahead. Be careful, or you might find yourself in danger. Let's move forward on this adventure. Okay. Briefly thought that might have reflected. Alright, so we have a Switch Palace somewhere nearby. That was weird to me whenever you, like, come across a Switch Palace block so early on in the game, when it's like, I'm never gonna come back here with a Switch Palace block is on. Like, that's just not gonna happen. This is the very beginning of the game. You know? And since you flagged this as a yellow level, there's literally, zero chance of me coming back. Because there's no secret here, clearly. Not letting lava lotus get... Nuts. Okay, well, I need another shell. And I need a platform. Scrolling on. Scrolling's on. Much better. Wait, there we go. Alright, well so far, nothing ventured, nothing lost. Next level I'm gonna try sandbagging after getting the first Dragon Coin just to see what happens. Vis-a-vis them saving. Because I kind of just need to know. I imagine at some point I'll just get hit and die anyway, but you know. Better off to not do that as often as possible. I just noticed that we're doing this too, where we're killing the enemies instead of coining them. Which I appreciate. This tape post is called a midpoint. Once you touch it, you will restart here if you lose a life. Isn't that nice? I mean, no one's gonna need to know that information because everyone's played Mario World, but still. That's nice. Dude likes these diagonal pipes. This has to be a pipe that goes somewhere. Yeah. One of those, it's obvious once you see it kind of things. Okay. Nothing really in here, but we take those. Actually, I thought that was going to be an actual, like, bypass as opposed to just take you around the loop. Yep. Okay, running out of time. I feel like the concrete blocks are indicative that the level's about to end. I'm gonna try this pipe. No. There's our Dragon Coin. There's the end of the level. I'm not a clever man sometimes. Well, we got all the Dragon Coins, so we can sandbag. Funny thing about this one. Alright. Needs to reset tempo. Add a marker for that. It's a common enough bug. You see it enough that you actually, like, know this one at some point. I don't think this alone would be rejectable, but it's certainly something I'll make a note of. Not sure how long it's going to take in all actuality. There's 44 exits. That's a non-trivial number of exits. Though, admittedly, exits do not scale perfectly with time. Because, like, once you've beaten a level, you kind of know how it goes, and you kind of know where the stick points are. You don't also need to collect Dragon Coins a second time. So, makes it a lot easier. What's up, Steven? How you doing? Ooh. Does remind me I should work on that. There was a piece of tech I wanted to work on, because it would make a difference here. Night Danger. Why? I was productive enough today. I don't know if I need to be more productive. What is this track? Stages with Y on the map mean you must collect all the Yoshi coins to unlock the path. Okay. Well, that's an interesting mechanic. You know, this is one of those songs from Last Bible 3, isn't it? Where I'm like, man, this is an awesome track. Where is this from? And it's always Last Bible 3, and it's always this track. Like, I feel it's almost a running gag. This is perfect. I wanted to see what happens with the Dragon Coins. Feeling a little weird. Tried having solid food. Didn't get much of it down, but not much to pain. Really? Not due to pain. Interesting. Well, hopefully that goes away soon. Just general nausea, or something else? So I know I had my wisdom teeth out. It took a while to want to eat just because I had giant holes in my mouth, and it was just unpleasant. I guess next thing to find out, because we can do this, is how Dragon Coins react to midways. So we need Dragon Coins to unlock the secret path anyway. Nausea and an appetite? Yeah, I get you. I get you. Unfortunate, but I get you. One Dragon Coin at the midway. Okay. You know what? I'm gonna see what happens if this uses jump rules or what. So I want to know. It doesn't. Okay. Well, the good news is, one, the midway works. But yeah, that's it really. The good news is one, the midway works. I could backtrack, but again, we don't really need to. So this is the secret path. Oh, we need to backtrack. Okay. Well then. That's minorly annoying, but not incredibly annoying. I guess I chose correctly, possibly. I don't know. It said solid human is like curry with some small meat bits. I mean, curry's a bit more aggressive. When you said solid, I was thinking like bread. You know, like as low effort when we mean solid food as we can, like, or a banana. Curry is definitely a different hill of beans. I don't know if I'd want curry as my first meal after getting some oral surgery. It feels like a bit much, especially depending upon the spicy level of the curry. I do like some spicy curries. Went to India, and one of the people we were visiting definitely called me a bit nuts for how hot I enjoyed things. But he was in most respects a fairly tame dude, so... It's like, these candied peppers they serve as part of dessert. Yeah, don't eat those. You'll regret it. And I'm like, no, I'm gonna eat them because they sound delicious. And I ate like 3, and he's like, you're gonna regret it. I'm like, yeah, so... I don't think I actually did end up regretting it. It was actually pretty good. Have bananas you want to touch? You're still waiting for them to overripen a little bit before you to touch it? I get you. Bananas. Oh, You had to get all the dragon coins either way. That's really not what I was expecting. That's a choice. I'm not sure I like that choice, but that's a choice. Let's check out the Switch Palace, because clearly there's a Switch Palace right here, and it'll take all of a minute to get there. As mentioned earlier, number of exits does not actually scale up amount of time, because if you find the exit first, then you don't have to go through and do the other things like checking the midway and all that other jazz. Man, you know what sounds good? Banana bread. I've not had any banana bread in a long time. It's like things you do with overripe bananas. It's definitely one of them. Alright, that's where it pops out. Plus side, you won your battle against Klarna and finally got some quality... Well, congratulations! There we go. Another exit down. That's like 4. We're cooking. Except it doesn't say we're cooking. There we go. Hopefully it'll pick it up next exit. What Switch Palace was this? I didn't even look. And the bass line really carries this song. Yellow, thank you. I didn't read the title. The title's probably still be out there at the end, but I just wanted to know. See, you don't have to, like, put a lot of effort into Switch Palaces. That did feel marginally... No yump. Reset. Moderation over. Rejection, etc., etc. Other jokes that have probably gone on too long. But, like, keeping the same vanilla Switch Palace is, like, something I generally wouldn't, like, completely reject for, but it certainly puts my thumb more on that side of the scale. Nump indeed. Oh, another banger track. Is the bass higher in this than usual? Maybe just have the audio up a little bit louder than I usually do. It's funny, when someone says the bass slaps, they could be very literally talking about slapping, as opposed to playing or plucking. A term I only know because I watched a little mini documentary on the making of Steely Dan's song Peg. Bassist on there wanted to slap on the song, and they didn't want him slapping. So we got a little partition. Hid the fact that he was slapping from the people directing the music, conducting the music. loot's a bit low, the base is a bit too high. Okay, so this is different than usual. Because, like, it just feels a little weird to me. Just a little bit weird. Not a lot of it weird. Oh, man, I need a shell. Perfect. Need an octagon. I didn't really need an octagon, but I just still wanted one. Never know when you could use an octagon. This bit was telling me that my capture... Was there a midway? I don't think there was. Oh well. Let's do a midway check. Offer you a bestagon in these trying times. Nope, there wasn't a midway. Oh well. We've already done all the hard work. Well, most of it. I'm trying to remember when the last time I saw one of these in our Trying Times gag was. So I mentioned it to a friend. He's got kids and was watching. There was an anime he watched like one episode of, and I'm like, why did you even see that? And gave him a recommendation for his kid. I forget what it was, what anime he was watching. I think it was, he had a general policy of trying anything once. But, anyway. What's up, Simon? Pack's going well. You know, barely gotten started. This is the, like, 5th or 6th exit, depending upon how I'm supposed to be counting. So far, it's pretty chill. Nothing too dangerous, nothing too chocolatey. Been just pleasant so far. Had to run through this level twice because I forgot there wasn't a midway, but you know, these things happen. I ended up watching the Kimono Friends dubbing outtakes, and it was one of the lines they did for their gag was, "May I offer you a Japari bun in these trying times." Lack of coins from flour. It's kind of common as far as, like, things to add ASM-wise these days, I feel. Like, it's not uncommon. I kind of prefer it, in all honesty, because it makes the fire flower a lot more potent of a force when you don't have to go and collect the coin soul to ensure permadeath. But that might just be me. Okay, could this be classed as a waltz? Thank you. It's like if we're trying to avoid two things. It's never good at the whole music counting thing. Go in there. Wow. Wait, no, no. Okay, well, this... wanted a little more time to center myself before doing that, but that's fine. Completely and utterly unintentional there. A lot of unintentional stuff just happened. Kamek, you won't thwart my plans. I will use my magic to defeat you. Prepare yourself, Rosalina. Alright, so no midways. Alright, maybe that wasn't the smartest to just go for it. I wonder if he has the aiming bug. Nah, he's got good aim. What? How did I... Well, that was dumb. And there's no midway, of course. So like one hit away from killing him, too. Nuts. It isn't 3-4, so we definitely count as a waltz. There we go. Let's see, is the exit counter updating now? Yes, good. It's funny how sometimes I have to get that to manually start. I'm not really sure why. But the thing is, like, SMW has so many weird variants and stuff with regards to how code works. All of my stuff tends to be best effort, as y'all know. I was thinking about trying to do some bonus hacking soon. Oh, that didn't spawn last time. I wrote a Lua-based emulator for the serial port of the NES. I was thinking maybe I should do the same for the SD to SNES. Would probably come in handy at some point. But, you know, one of those, need to find the gumption and energy to write in Lua, because Lua. Thankfully, the protocol is somewhat simpler, and I don't need to implement quite as many things to get a baseline like version working that it lets me do some of the stuff. The big thing is the cheat hook. I definitely need to implement the cheat hook for my stuff to work anyway. At least it's not Java. That's true. I don't know. I think I'd rather write in Java. At least then I can pick like one of the other I can't believe it's not Java languages and go to town. Like, I don't know, Copeland or something. Ow. Ow. Oh, there we go. But Java's not high on my list of things I'd rather write, and I'll be honest. But I'll take it over Lua any day, in all honesty. I just don't like Lua. Rosalina defeated Kamek and thwarted the enemy's evil plan. Many adventures and challenges await you. Good luck, Rosalina, and be careful. We must be careful. Constant vigilance, etc. Continue into the pipe. Hope this takes us to Mario 2 land. I guess I kind of did. In theory, if I actually do manage to complete this before hella late o'clock, there will be maybe some Mario 2ing as well. I ended up watching CO's clear video, the winning attempt for level 24, and dear God, I had read the entire situation wrong. Turns out you need to carry that piece, the POW block, all the way down when you're doing your shell ride, which was not something I was expecting. A little bit of lag there, but it's not bad enough to say much. What if this is already using fast ROM? Might be a worthwhile thing to investigate. It's not using SA1, so... Hey, I didn't even notice that block there. I didn't think this through, did I? A luau would be nice. Could go for some nice roast pig. Luau. Did one of those once in church, I guess. Technically speaking. For some reason, the Mormons decided that what we really need to do at some point was do a church trip out to Kansas City. And for the rededication of the first Mormon church or whatever. So we did that and did, you know, the Mormon things you do, that situation. Oh, don't give me a cape! Things were going so well. The Lua fork? Oh, no, I was just thinking about a thing where you eat, like, poi and, you know, roast pig, because it's delicious. Like, you put the pig in the ground and wait for it to cook. Like, it's pretty tasty. I'm a fan. Maybe there's some pineapple involved. Some noodle dishes. Look, if you name your thing after a tasty food, I'm going to be thinking about the tasty food more likely than your thing. I'm just saying. Like, if you name your, like, package manager ramen, I'm going to be thinking about ramen every single time that I'm required to use your package manager. There was not a midway in this level, I don't think. So, I just wasn't familiar with the fork. I'm just, why do you do this? Never heard of the food before? No, like, food is, it's not specifically a food. A luau is a Hawaiian party that usually involves a roast pig and other certain types of foods. And it's not just like a vacation cliche. Like, this is something that they actually do on the island. Islands, technically speaking. It certainly is a tourist attraction in many ways. Like, going to a luau is a pretty cliche thing to do, but, like, the natives still do this kind of thing. Look at that, the spin block right here. Oh, yeah, that's empty. That was too much fire flower. Anyway, to bring the whole church story to a close thing, one of the days we were there, we dug a pit and roasted a pig luau style. It was good. I also learned that Kansas City is only half in Kansas and half in Missouri, which still irritates me to this day. A place called Kansas City should be entirely in Kansas. It just boggles the mind that it's not. And not Arkansas, because that's pronounced differently for some reason. Didn't even look. Is this a 2-exiter level? I feel like there's something on top of the stage. No. No. You know, after spending so much time on, like, other Mario games, it's really nice to be back. I missed the boat on that one. In SMW. Something nice about the physics, you know? Having spent so much time and effort into understanding them well. There's two things I want to check. One is there something on top of the stage? Because it sure looks like I can get up here, and that's always a bad sign moderation-wise. Alright, looks like it's solid, which is good. Just giant solid blocks. Well, that's soft-locked. Actually, I am soft-locked. There's no cape flying in this. Okay, well, that's what I get. Well, this sucks. Oh, that's a rejection. Kind of a bummer to run into a rejection like 7 exits in. Also means I need to put the effort in and make sure to finish this up sooner than later. Since I may have to go to the East Coast for a contract soon. Way less fun. I'm trying to get certain things finished up that need to be done here in my apartment. Because I can't really do them elsewhere. This is one of them. Toro Band, bizarrely enough, is another. It does not run well on macOS. It's definitely clear that there's more going on in that game than meets the eye at present. Like, being able to shift the overworld seems ridiculously powerful. And we haven't even begun to play with that. And I'm not sure if or how I would be able to access that area. Alright, let's not go on top of the stage. We've already done that. The high amount of dragon corn density in this area. Bye! Totally on purpose to test that pipe, by the way. bullet bill spawner. Okay, we can finally see past this part of the level. And we're midway. Should have gotten the midway first, but oh well. But yeah, Mario 2 levels would also need to be done that way. I'm not sure exactly what I'm going to do with that. I'm not sure I have the time and inclination. Fascinating things they are, but I went and added a thing to my script that does the auto-cutting to handle the extra stuff, because I was doing that in a weird way to manage it, but I guess I didn't get around to writing the script to handle the random numbers. Whoops. Something to do next time. Based upon how this is going, I don't anticipate having the time and inclination to need that today. Let's see. I think the part after the midway is shorter. But yeah, speaking of which, I got Baba Is You completely done. Like, that's all ready to ship onto YouTube. I once again have an absurd number of things in my ready queue. Right now, all there is in there is like 3 different things, and they're all silly. Like, Freak City's in there, and it's basically done. Last one will go out tomorrow. Then I have the Necronomicon pinball, because of course I do. And then there's the... what was that? Some number of hour contest levels that happened recently-ish, where you remixed 2 different levels together. 72 hour or 48 hour, I forget the exact number. And then Baba Is You. Not sure what the ordering is going to be. Might interleave them a bit. But I'm putting the work into Baldur's Gate now when I'm doing thumbnails and descriptions. Because that's really all there is left for that. Titles, thumbnails, descriptions, which do take a while, because I'm not very good at any of this. And looking at how the, screen is for Baldur's Gate 2, there's not much usable space when you're, putting up pictures and logos and things. Because, the screen is severely constrained, in addition to being... It is 600 by 400, or 800 by 600 in resolution. But, a large fraction of that's taken up by giant chunks of the HUD. Like, the right and left HUDs that, show you how your characters are doing, or give you the buttons. And even if I wanted to, those particular things would still be there. They would just be replaced with, the transparent... something else, I guess. Just something, like a solid color or whatever. It's not like they draw more of the background if you put those off. Not sure what my plan there was. So, there's not that much usable area to extract thumbnails, is all I'm saying. I had the same problem with Baba Is You, because most Baba Is You levels aren't really made for any particular resolution. They're just made in the resolution, and then they, scale up the Baba to fit one of the bounds. Okay, that was briefly terrifying. I think all I've done is made my life harder. For little to no reward. I'm not sure what the purpose of that P-switch was. I fully expect I'll find out shortly. And annoyingly. Possibly. I don't think I've seen a midway yet. We have 4 dragon coins, and so far it's been very mile markery in this game. Anyway. Huh. Alright, well, we'll have to come back and get all the dragon coins. Curiouser and curiouser. Anyway, after that... Dear God, after that. In terms of it, I don't know what thing I'll work on next. There's, 2 or 3 remaining, reasonably small projects sitting in that queue. Like, Shivers is one, Trespasser's another. There's just a few, like, not terribly long or difficult ones. They just need to be done. Like, Trespasser would be fun just because I like Trespasser. And Shivers was at least interesting. The big issue with Shivers is, like, I like to put chapter markers on things. You can't put chapter markers on Shivers, being a very open-world-y game. There's also, like, Banjo-Kazooie. Banjo-Kazooie's been sitting there for a long time, but I think that in the event that I ever get around to that, it'll be after I play Tooie or something. Okay, that wasn't the play. Brilliant. There we go. I knew I was missing something. I'm just going to take advantage of my cape. I'm just going to shut my big mouth. I guess also Metroid, UFO 50, and Pokemon are all sort of in the same boat, where it's like, oh dear god, that's just going to be so many things. Where am I in the level? Oh yeah, I already got that one. I just need to go around the loop over here. Right, here is the P-switch. We no longer need the P-switch. I missed that! Yeah, I'm so smart. There's also no midway in this level. It's kind of weird to be playing a hack that is inconsistent with midways. Not that that's not allowed, it's just weird. Whee! Either way, enough to keep me busy for a while is all I'm saying. And Gabriel Knight 3, I forgot about Gabriel Knight 3. That one's been sitting there way too long. What a weird game Gabriel Knight 3 was. Simultaneously one of the coolest puzzles, though a little bit contrived, and one of the most contrived puzzles, not remotely at all cool. I still think this sounds like the Full House theme. I'm not sure it's supposed to, but it does sound like the Full House theme to me at that intro right there. I should have kept that. Also goes to show you what I remember of the Full House theme, because it's been too many years. Didn't they do a remake of that, like Fuller House? Can't imagine the Olsen twins would be, either of the Olsen twins would be remotely interested in reprising their role. What a weird time that was. Always funny, because they would cast twins as children in TV shows for union purposes. Basically, you only have so much time you can film in a given day with a child. This would be a great place to farm lives if I cared about farming lives. Since getting Dragon Coins is kind of mandatory, I'm kind of sitting on a lot of lives. So I don't know why, this level kind of reminds me of a Lucy Yellow a little bit. He's red. Guess we're just abandoning the concept of midways now. Hello. I get it. A nice mushroom. Nice to get a nice mushroom, isn't it? Nice mushroom. Ugh. How many exits am I down? 10. They were on a decent clip. Not great, but decent. I'm not gonna break all of these. That's unnecessary for this level of moderation. Dude really likes the pipes out of the wall aesthetic. Not bad. Not a bad thing in the slightest. Keeps you on your toes. You never know when it's going to be a real thing or a interesting little bypass. Possibly. You know, I'm never gonna get sick of actually escorting those types of things right off of the fall. Take them right off the floor, push them right off into the pit. Just something about that always amuses me. I'm gonna just despawn that. Can I get over there before the bomb explodes? Would it have mattered? I guess... Oh, nuts! Well, I mean, not nuts. Okay, well, whatever. This is nice too, I suppose. This is surprisingly far away from where we were. I don't know why this dude likes to make the pipes go back so far. Like, well, hooray, you get a dragon coin. Your other reward, you get to play the level again. You found the marble in the oatmeal. That means you get a drink from the fire hose. It's like that kind of reward. It's not a very nice reward. I was thinking all about the Pentiums today. Like, an awful lot of Weird Al songs have some nice timeless qualities. That's not one of them. There was no midway. Like, almost everything in that particular song is so ridiculous and obsolete, which is kind of the point of the song in a way. But, like, you have to explain it to people why that even makes sense. It's so obsolete, people don't know how... children wouldn't know how obsolete it is. It's that far gone. Lava and Chuck. So I'm gonna guess that we only get one secret exit per world. Is that what we're doing? I guess it did say lava and Chuck. Oh, Tiozinho. That's the name of the person who made the hack. Rosalina, let's explore this cave and collect Yoshi's coins. It should be fun. This won't hurt. It should be fun. Brilliance personified right there, trading my cape for a mushroom. Simulator Advanced. So far, I would not say it's lived up to that. Okay, well, we found our secondary exit. Can we get on top of the world? Yes, we can. Do I want... Should I? Probably not. Actually, I guess it would make a difference as a whole here. Yeah, that's gonna trap me. Let's put another marker, which is just a general, like, look for the stuff marker. Just wait for the fucked up special world and final gauntlet levels. Yeah. I mean, that's kind of what I'm expecting. That's how, let's be honest, that's how standard works. If someone sets the value high, that's typically what they're aiming for. At least we get our multiple tags now. Makes this sort of thing easier. And as I kept saying earlier when I didn't do it, I probably should still go back and fix Yoshi's crack house. Because I never got around to updating the difficulty even after replaying it. There we go. Like, basically all I want to do is take it down one step of the difficulty ladder and add the Kaizo tag. I think that's good enough. Oh boy, Clawgrip. I'm looking forward to Clawgrip. I'm trying to think, like, what is my favorite SMB2 boss? It's not Wart, clearly. It might be Clawgrip in SMB2. No, I think it's Mouser in SMB2. I just prefer Mouser. It's definitely not Triclyde. Triclyde's like, okay. Nothing to write home about with Triclyde. Definitely not the Flame Dude. Hothead, or whatever his name is. Yeah, probably Mouser. Somehow I just knew this was going to be literally nothing here. Because sometimes there's literally nothing here in these levels. For the ending. That's not a bad thing. Just a thing. Alright, Green Switch Palace. A chance to redeem myself. Alright, well that was fun. No. 0 out of 2. Nuts. Just nuts. Well, the bright side is, with fewer midways, I have to spend less time in each level, because I don't have to die and loop back. So, it's a nice feature. Warning. You're in Clawgrip's house. Be very careful of the traps he has set in this castle. I am being careful, Mom. I had a fun one today, actually. Trying to call my mom for, like, I needed to... She had asked for me to help her out with a document. And I just couldn't get a hold of her. Like, I kept calling her phone and getting just, like, the direct, my phone is off, sent right to voicemail thing. And so after, like, a day of this, I'm like, you know, that's weird. Maybe she went on an international trip and didn't tell anybody, which, out of character, certainly, but it was weird. So I messaged my sister, who happened to be at the same event. I called my brother first. I'm like, hey, did she go on vacation or something? He's like, no. She should be at this birthday party. Little kid birthday party. That's probably why she's not picking up. So I messaged my sister, because she was also likely to be at that said birthday party, having a kid of her own. And we got it fixed up. But it was still a weird thing to have happened. Alright, there's no midway. Clawgrip. Are you kidding me? Rosalina? Now get ready to fight and lose to me. Ah ha 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 ha. Okay. It's Clawgripping time. Crap. I don't like this arena. Okay. Well. Crap. I threw a low throw. Low throw. To be fair, though, I don't think I like any of the SMB2 bosses in Mario World. Another low throw for me. Bro, come on. Be dead already. Wow, I did it again. Well, that sucks. I'm gonna do this whole thing again, aren't I? Nothing but net. I could have died to that rock. I didn't, but I could have. There was always the option. There was always the option. Alright. How is Rosalina to demolish his castle? Ah, the classic. I don't know where there's any hacks that change those animations out. Clawgrip's party has come to an end. Rosalina managed to thwart Clawgrip's plans. Now Rosalina will have a fun and dangerous adventure on the beach. It's gonna be Sax on the beach. Or Saxon the beach, depending upon who you are. Oh, we get our Switch Palace early. Or at least it's a very small world after all. Oh, it's the Moji P10 song. I think it is. I literally only know this because of, like, OS Tan thing. And, oh, I didn't mean to land there. Because there was an OS Tan animation to this particular song. It has something to do with dictionaries? I've never played the game. Really. A lot of bunchers up there. Like some sort of word game, I think. And then there was a Xeno Gears? Xeno Saga themed version? Maybe? I'm not really sure anymore, actually. How you doing, Groovy Gadget? That's a different song. That particular lyric. Very different. Moji P10 versus, how long did it go? It's a Toho thing. Anything in here? Nope. Oh, hell! Cape. Actually, yes. I feel like this level might have a midway, just because of how it's going. And a car alarm is going off somewhere, which is always fun. This would have been difficult to get without the Yellow Switch Palace. Good, beat a hack yesterday. Nice! What hack? Man, I'm digging this background. There's like outrun clouds. Something about a good beach background. Makes you happy. Yeah, there was no midway in that. Also the steel drumming. You can't go wrong. Steamboat Mario. Oh, I've played that like a million years ago, I think. Was that... No, I don't think I've played this. Or maybe I did. I did! I accepted it in 2022. I definitely played that one. Gosh, how time flies. It's like, it sounds familiar, but did I play it? Yeah, no. What if that one's on Twitch or YouTube? I feel like, was it early 2020 was when I started putting things on there consistently, or 2021. What my current, like, streak is? I keep saying I have over a 3-year streak on YouTube with consistent daily uploads, but I don't actually know. Because I haven't checked in a while. It might be longer. Like, the only thing that would mar that particular thing would be that Mario Essex got taken down. I am so smart. But, like, well, I can't solve that problem. Anyway, how was Steamboat Mario? Oh, hey, that's convenient. Ah, he came back. Google always comes back. You liked it? Good. I want to say that was a Portuguese hack. Whoops. That wasn't what I meant to do, but it worked out. I was too caught in my reverie about Portugal. Also found out recently, much to my disappointment, Fortaleza Reznor looks like it's down. Like, I don't know if it's gone. I mean, they're not Portuguese speakers there, for the most part. They're Spanish speakers, but still. In terms of the, like, Mario World peoples who aren't English speaking, it's a bit disappointing to discover that we're now missing out on at least one website that catered to them. I'm walking backwards because I'm certainly missing... Oh wait, this has 2 exits, doesn't it? Yeah, let's just complete the level. You know, I can classify this as a bug, but honestly, I should probably put down a marker just saying this is a thing that happens. Yeah, we'll put a marker down since I'm putting markers down. Oh no. Well, okay, well at least I got all the dragon coins. And complete the level. That's good. I still don't know where I would find a P-switch. What does God need with a starship? Okay, I like that. That's always cute when you see a thing like that. Like, we're gonna end the level in an area where, like, you go into the water, so therefore the next level is actually going to be a water level. You know, it's not, like, insanely difficult to pull off environmental storytelling, Ludo narrative crap, but, like, it's nice. It makes sense. You're like, yeah, that follows. I buy that. Yeah, a reflection of a real-life value here. I'm trying to figure out where it would be. I need a P-switch. Maybe up here? Thank you. Maybe there's like a weird tile that if I kick it from the side, it produces a coin, but otherwise produces a P-switch, and I shouldn't have done that. I'm pretty sure I hit all of the things. I guess I didn't hit that somehow. There's some lag here. Put some marker down for that. Not really sure why. Also torpedoes. This is key. We'll just take this key and use it. 2020. Ooh. I need to know. I just want to know if I actually did put that on YouTube. Let's see. Steamboat Mario? Steamboat Mario, yeah. Took all of 38 minutes. These are good. Before I put more work into this kind of thing. Alright. I see how this is. So we'll just stack them up. Stack them up quick. Let's hit a few of these. I don't think it... Wait. 3-ups. We'll take those. Now, one of those things that's kind of weird about doing moderation and stuff is that you'll often end up seeing hacks that have demos that will never get final releases because, you know, people lose interest, or the idea no longer strikes them, or they just disappear. Steamboat Mario I don't think was one, but I seem to recall it was a demo. Was it a demo? No, I guess not. It wasn't a demo. I'm 0 for 3, by the way. Can't win them all. Can't win most of them, in all honesty. Well, either way, that got us a few more exits, and that's what matters. Yeah, we're at 20. Maybe there will be time, depending upon what happens, for some clacks. Also do need to get prepared for some stuff. I had an idea for April Fool's Day, and we'll see how much I like it. Like, give it another day or two. I had a high-effort idea, but honestly, I don't think I have the inclination or desire to do it this year. I have a simple idea. I might just do the simple idea. But it's a stupid one. Does someone want to do it anyway, so maybe that's just fine? I don't know. Ooh, magic stings in there just make me think this is like a Disney song. Also wonder if Desi completed Kingdom Hearts. He had a surprisingly easy time with Riku. I was surprised. Like, legitimately surprised. I'm like, oh, you got to Riku, this is gonna take a while. It didn't. I don't know if he's playing on easy mode or something. Like, I don't want to impugn him. But I'm just curious. Like, how in the world? What you learn from watching Eldad do easy normal hack bingo? The 5-6 exit hacks are filled with World 1 demos with a decadal message telling you wait for release. Yeah. I mean, to be fair, this kind of thing is not exclusive to SMW. Like, if you played a lot of shareware back in the day, there were plenty of things that never got a full release. Some of which were a bummer. I didn't realize that was going to be that way. I think the easiest one to point out that I found out in retrospect, 'cause I only ever played the demo, was a game called Amulets and Armor, which was kind of a first-person cool point, not point-click, but like kind of shooter game. Except, you know, you're a knight, and so you're using like a sword and shield and stuff, and it was still really cool. It had like a cool magic system and everything. Classes, lots of interesting stuff for that era. And, like, surprisingly decent to play, but a full version never came out. Which is always a bummer. Yeah, Kingdom Hearts 1 Riku, yeah, like... And apparently he didn't suffer much for Ursula either, which Fistbit told me about. Which surprised me again, because like Ursula's a hard boss just because navigating the space. So I'm curious if he's just really good at it, or if he's playing on an easier mode. I wouldn't put past him putting on an easier mode. I don't blame people for wanting to do that. Just I want to know. Thanks, so good luck. How you doing, Curtis? What's up, Kappa? First person stabber. Exactly. Exactly. Or then music. Definitely was running a little bit low here. This is the only one you'll tell people to cheese? Ah, I guess it is Daisy Hack now. It's like, new activity. Had to scroll up. Yeah, Ursula's not a fun fight. Honestly, if I had to, like, there's no world in Kingdom Hearts that I dislike more than Atlantica. Period. Like, any variant of it. Even the one that's literally just a crappy rhythm game. You have to do it like 8 times! Thankfully it's optional like Kingdom Hearts 2, but still. Yes. What's up, Cianogia of Gaia? Or Scion of Gaia? I think about the possibilities of recoded themed SMW. It could be fun. Like, I am not against interesting plots in Mario hacks. Some people are, but I'm not. It does remind me, at some point I need to go and revisit, or at least start in earnest, that hack that has the Neptunia characters in it, because I want to know how that washes out. Let's see, I love everything about her except her cape. Her cape looks like a Yoshi egg, and I don't know why. You're looking real dumb with that kind of L on your forehead. What's up, Matt? No one ported No More Bugs yet? Unfortunate. Music porting is basically a black art, as far as I'm concerned. I legitimately have no idea how it works. I guess that's a minor thing, but I may as well put a marker down that, like, that's water that the sprites don't interact with. Since we're just Unfortunately, I came across a fairly easy to get... a couple easy to get to spots where you can just go into the ceiling and get soft-locked, and so... unless... no. So unfortunately, this is going to be a reject, which doesn't make me happy. This might be my first reject of the year. Well, actually, it'd be my second. I rejected another hack. I rejected this hack once before because the person wanted to make a change. But it was not like a real reject. It was just me freeing the hack, more or less. But it still counts a reject, I guess. Ceiling, of course. It's a DS game? I have no idea. I legitimately don't know how the DS audio circuit stuff works. Like, I think there are some, like, MIDI to add music converters out there, but, like, they're not perfect. And since that came from the DS era, well, that means it's less likely to have MIDIs floating around for it. Made by random people. Because that used to be a thing. How do I get people to come to my website? What if I make crappy MIDI renditions of popular music? That could work. And it did. I think I have a MIDI version of Virtual Insanity somewhere around here. Which admittedly still kind of slaps. Both the song and the MIDI, I want to stress that point. Walking, dancing, rearranging furniture. Babs is shopping. I let the bird out of the cage. It's a really cool music video because you might think they're doing something really impressive and high-tech, and no, they're just moving the whole set. It just looks really good. Quite literally, they came up with the idea for the video before, like, taking it to production. And they're like, here, if we want to do this by hydraulics and stuff, it'll be this much. And then someone's like, what if we just move it? Boom, boom. Ah, you've made it this far, haven't you? Get ready, because I'm going to defeat you, Rosalina. Or Daisy. It's Boom Boom. Oh, whoops, I missed. I missed. Okay, he's gonna fly. Yep. Wait for the swoop. Okay. Great. Angular swoop that. Okay, phase 3. Jumper. There we go. Goodbye, Boom Boom. You've taken care of Boom Boom's room. Even his back rooms. Well, that's going to throw off the timing. It's probably fine, though. Opoyi wants to play. I didn't know that Sprite actually had a name for the longest time, either. Rosalina put an end to Boom Boom's party, or Poi Poi put an end to Boom Boom's party, and saved the vacation of those enjoying the beach. Now Rosalina will have a very difficult mission. Or Poi Poi will have a difficult mission on the ice. Watch out. Popoi, even. Bum, ba, bum, bum. Ooh, forking paths. And you have required Yoshi coins. Such a weird mechanic to enforce. Some point in time I'll land on the ground. Certainly not a record. There we go. It's easier than some of the German translations call her Sprite than a Rain of a Race. I mean, I'm pretty sure the English one does too. I think it's literally just Sprite in English. I played through a non-trivial amount of the game way back when. I think I actually beat Secret of Evermore, though. Alright. A little bit of lag here. 2 hidden blocks are tied to the Yoshi coins. Collect them, clear the stage, and return here to find the secret. 2 hidden blocks are tied to the Yoshi coins. Okay. I wonder if this is a hint. It's an awkward place to put the box. You took what's in the box. There are a lot of chucks digging in the snow. Is it some kind of trap, or are they having fun? I suspect they might actually be having fun. You never know with chucks, though. I landed on that. Had to be a doubler. Alright, well. That's a little bit of a graphical issue. Just a little bit, though. With the thing becoming a goalpost, or a platform briefly. Only finishing a meta once, or twice. You don't remember? Fair enough. The question is, I think I know where this is going. Pokemon when? I'm happy with how that went. Well, Pat, remember where the dragon coins are when he re-enters level? Ideally, I should exit the level with all the dragon coins, but we'll see. I mean, in all honesty, probably not. I'm not paying that much attention to what I'm doing. That's the thing about Mario World, is unlike an awful lot of other games, like, I don't need to think too much to play it at this point in time. Like, other games, I definitely need to think pretty hard when I'm doing stuff. This one, not so much. Not so much. Come back for the secrets. I'm gonna come back, like, immediately. So hopefully I'll remember it. And most of them are, like, right here anyway. Oddly tight timer for a level like this. And no midway, of course. Come on. Oh, no, I missed one. Nuts. That's a problem. Fixing brown spikes is for nerds. It kind of is, but it's not a bad thing to do. And honestly, if I'm going to reject this, I may as well give, like, thorough notes for what I'm doing. I'm gonna guess that what I needed to do was explore the area where there was clearly the key. But I spent so much time derping around earlier that I didn't really have time for it. Well, that was a way to die. I meant to jump. Anyway. What else? What else? What else? I've been meaning to get the Windows 98 computer out, play around with it. Oh, come on now. Play around with it for a little bit. There's a couple streams I'd like to do that need it. The problem is, I'm not really sure what to do after the one thing I want to do on there, and it's not going to take that much time. I am just going to keep dying to this one particular obstacle over and over because I'm not paying any attention to what I'm doing. There we go. Okay. Problem solved. Huh. I didn't expect that to actually do anything. Also, I just looked and realized what's down there, and I think that largely solves our problem of how to get the stuffs. There we go. Just completely missed that off screen. Much better. And so far, this has been a pretty nice and chill hack, minus like the real important bug I found. Curious what the hidden blocks thing means. Like, is it doing the Dragon Coin midway thing? Just hard to know. Okay, so what I think it's trying to say is you really need... Yeah, okay. I see what it's asking for. That's annoying. But I got all the dragon coins now. So there's probably a couple blocks there that are doing a dragon coin trick, and then if I don't die there... Brilliant. Ah! Brilliant. It does occur to me, actually, said this while doing puzzles. I literally have a function that returns a tri-state boolean. I accidentally did the true-false file not found thing. Because whether or not a puzzle can be solved is actually a tri-state. Well, it can be tri-state, or it can be more than tri-state, but it's generally speaking a tri-state thing. Either it's solved, because you gave the correct answer, it isn't solved, because you gave an incorrect answer, or there may be a message about something about how you handled it. Okay. Okay, I have all the dragon coins. I'm not really seeing a way to get to this. It said they were tied to 2 hidden blocks. I'm not seeing hidden blocks here. Maybe I need to... Maybe I should beat the level and come back and read the message, because, like, this is 3 feet away from the ending. Maybe this, the way the ASM works is a little bit different than what I was expecting. Oh, hello. That set of 4 blocks, there was 2. An extra one. Oh. Thank you for the good luck. Thank you for the raid, Shovda. How are you doing? Do the shout out here. We are just moderating a standard hack starring Rosalina that looped around a couple times. And here? Yeah, you're right. There's a key now. That doesn't help me with the problem of getting the keyhole, however. Hope your stream was good. Thank you again for the raid. Hope something, hope it was something fun. Just not sure how you get to the key. Oh, this is pretty good. Did Final Fantasy XIV. Nice. But now 100% did Yoshi's Strange Quest, which is an accurate title. I watched Juzz's playthrough where he most distinctly did not 100% it and basically said, that's nuts. But I did enjoy his playthrough. That final level is something to behold. Oh, Yoshi's Revenge? Okay, then I don't know Yoshi's Strange Quest. I think I've gotten them backwards. There's too many hacks that start with Yoshi's doing something. Being strange, they're having revenge, evading their taxes. 12-year-old hack with some fetish, of course. One of those. Hopefully nothing that was too spicy for stream. Diaper Yoshi, okay. Lovely. Just makes me think of those hacks that have, like, the hentai palaces. Which is, like, one of those things you're like, really? Did you need to do that? The answer was yes, I totally did. I'm 12. Oh, I wanted to read that message box. That was the entire purpose of doing this loop. Tip-tap boss that respond after falling in the pit when... Oof. Not quite, but yeah. Tied to 2 hidden blocks, yeah. So I need to go and look for the other Yoshi coins. Okay, I understand why Matt was being... making that statement now. Up until this point, I was moving at a fairly quick clip. Was considering possibly doing something else after. We'll see what happens. Was thinking either more Mario 2 level design things. This is probably the other one. Yes, it is. Okay, everything makes sense now. Nothing is broken forever. Okay. This time shall be different. Okay, well, it certainly is different. Whatever. Last couple levels made you absolutely push it from Master to Expert. I always get confused about which one's which until I go and look at the colors. I still don't fully understand the current ranking system. It wasn't until Ampersand put the colors on that I actually was like, oh, I understand which one's more difficult than the other one, just by looking at it. Without the colors, I am literally blind. Thank you for the GGs. The GG, I guess. Also, suddenly Mole Town. I don't got the Mole Town blues. I am happy to be in Mole Town. Or wait, no, this isn't Mole Town, is it? Is it Rose Way? Oh, it doesn't matter. The song's awesome. Mario RPG music is awesome. Made my job harder than it needs to be here. New version of the randomizer coming out, by the way. Mario RPG Randomizer is getting a upgrade finally after like 3 years of relative radio silence. Pidge has finally finished doing like a ridiculous amount of rework. So get excited. Lots and lots of cool things coming. I think it's the right one I needed, isn't it? It definitely is. It is nice and general. I had fun playing the remake. The remake is not getting the randomizer treatment, by the way. I don't believe so. Just the old version. Am I gonna run Mario? Oh, I'll probably play at least one when it comes out. This would be a great place to farm lives if that was necessary in this. Ow. I like how this hack has completely abandoned the concept of midways. Okay. Oh, never mind, there's one. I haven't seen one in so long. Means I have to play this level twice. Yeah, I don't know if my old overlay would hold up, though, because that is so jank. Don't even know it would work with the current, like, system I have set up for it. There's only 2 randos I've played on stream. Mario RPG, and I did one run of was it Job Fair? I forget what the Final Fantasy V one was called. It was fun. Right. For that one, I came up with a amusing solution to wanting an overlay that showed progress. The tracker du jour was provided in the form of an Excel spreadsheet, and so I just moved cells around the spreadsheet until I had an adequate-looking thing to put on the side. As long as the references line up, it'll work. Spreadsheets are effing magic. There we go. 4-job Fiesta. No, I've done a lot of those. No, this is an actual proper... crap. Randomizer. Where you, like, unlock jobs over time and things. But I've done a lot of 4-job Fiestas. They're always a lot of fun. I used to try to do 2 a season, and nowadays it's like I get 1 in a season. Typically with me and Squiggles agreeing to some sort of silly variant rules. We've done a number of years where it's like, oh, whoever rolls the worst job gets to keep it, and the other person has to switch to the worst of the jobs. Which has led us to have, there we go, a lot of, like, white mage starts, which are fun. Like, white mage is a great class, but its power curve is effectively, like... it's basically until you get the second class, it's so bad. I didn't test that pipe. I have time. Oh, it's a midway, so I don't care. This is perfect. Also, because I can get another cape, so I can respawn with a cape. This is perfect. Guess I'll make a small note about the discoloration here. But yeah, like, if you can get through the Galura fight. But that's the problem, is getting through the Galura fight, because you just don't do very much damage. And even though you have good healing, Galura often gets 2 hits in a row and can inflict HP leak. And that's not something that a white mage can really ameliorate all that well, especially when you're looking at the relatively low HP totals. Like, HP leak is so much more dangerous when you don't have that much HP. But yeah, getting double pummel countered hurts. I think you can get a flail, which makes it a lot better, because then you're in the back row and doing decent damage, but honestly, just white mages aren't built for damage, and at that point in the game, you don't have a lot of spells that are really helpful to this. Cure 1 is great, but it just doesn't do that much. Until you get Cure 2 or the Healing Staff, which again, can you get the Healing Staff before Galura? I think you can, actually. Why haven't I done that? Now, actually, I'm not sure if you can get the Healing Staff before Galura. Either way, I didn't do this right. Oh, right, I don't need to break everything. I just need to make sure all of them get hit. This is such a nice, chill Switch Palace. My last chance to yump. Yeah, I highly recommend trying out the 4-Jump Fiesta, even if you don't have any Final Fantasy V experience. It's not that hard. There's almost always a solution out of any given pit that you fall into. And what's nice is there's a guy who's basically documented how to beat every single boss and everything as any given solo class, even if the answer is you might need to level a bit more. Or burn fire rods, which is cheesy, but whatever. Dang it. Nope, no yumps today. 0 yumps, 0 crates. Alright. The Red Switch Palace, which produces blue items. That's weird. I know, I know. It is what it is. I didn't see if we need all the Dragon Cores. We're gonna get them anyway. It's a nice little track. I like this. I like the bells. Oh, yep. Hack denied. Yep. How you doing, Jesus Juice? Chill. Just gotta be... In fact, I'm actually looking forward to getting out of Ice World. Beginning to look just like an Ice World. Oh, well that worked. That's what I meant to do, but it worked. I made that joke earlier. Oh, two-tone pipe. Two-tone pipe. No! Don't want that right now. I have to go get the... I have to check out this two-tone pipe. Thwomp. I'm just kind of trusting the level. I probably shouldn't, but I just wanted to. Alright, no midways, so this is be a nice and quick one. Curious why... Oh god, goodness, okay, that's not what I wanted. Curious why it makes that noise. Also, the elusive 2-thrower. These guys barely exist in Mario Worlds. People always take the 6 ones, never the 2 ones. The 2 ones are severely underrated, in my book. Mostly because they only throw 2 at a time, and that's nice. Alright, cool. Cool mountains. Okay. Oh, auto-scrolling, okay. Oh boy, okay, we're auto-scrolling and RNGing here. Two of my favorite things! I love it when I inexplicably die because the Bullet Bill RNG just decides I get to die. That was on me, mind you. I had a lot of options, I just didn't pick the right ones. I also messed up so I can't reach out anymore. There we go. There's nothing quite like having a kicking Koopa kick himself off a cliff. Feels so evil. Take advantage of his own nature that way. Some sort of like Scorpion and the Frog kind of thing. Oh yeah, I fell for one recently. Was doing the Puzzmo crossword of the day. And it was something like Frog's Party Companion. I'm like, 4 letters. What could it be? Is it Robo? It was Toad. I forgot that Frog and Toad was a thing that existed. Doing good? Nice. One level away from retirement. Well, shoot. Kinda wanted that. Could've tried Isla. Sometimes they have really, like, nerdy questions like that where the answer might have actually been a Chrono Trigger character, but that wasn't one of them. Frog and Toad is also... I have to imagine, I've only ever seen, like, a little bit of it, and it looks funny to me. I know it's supposed to be like a kid's book or something. And the bit I've seen was like, we should put the cookies away in the jar, then we won't eat them. It's like, but then can't we just open the jar? Yes, but we won't. Ah. Okay. And I hate ice levels. But as far as like children's books go, it looks pretty nice. I have a very low opinion of most children's literature, though. After a certain year, I suppose. For some reason people gave up on making things rhyme. Don't know why. Like, half of the why Dr. Seuss works so well is because he's written in meter and it makes it a lot easier to read. I think this is where I... No, it's not where I died last time. Nope, not today. I'm just not dealing with that. Man, Koopas get knocked out of their shells at such ridiculous velocity. When you think about it. Okay. Almost at the end, I hope. You know, I really appreciate how Mario World vines work after playing some Mario 2. So much. Being frogs, finding some poison dart frogs. Yeah, I remember you telling me about that. And learning that the poison comes from their diet and not from the fact that they're just vividly colored, which I think is pretty nifty. Hopefully you do, that'd be cool. Thwomp battle. Well, yeah, we're still slipping. There's a slipping and a sliding. Nuts. Ow. Oh yeah, it does remind me. I don't know why. That immediately comes to mind after the friggin' Bubble Bath song. Okay, those graphics are corrupted. Ah. Another bar in town got the Pokemon pinball machine. It'll be easier to play. Now it's at Icebox, Admiral, Just the Tap. And I think the Pinball Museum which I still haven't been to, inexplicably. But Just the Tap's not a terrible one to get to. If I'm downtown. I might actually go to the Admiral sometime on Friday. Because, one, they have a few machines I want to play. Two, I actually have some business in an area that's not far away from West Seattle. A friend of mine had a baby, and I'm going to bring him some food. It's a boy. Actually, I'm pretty sure it's a girl. But I just wanted to quote the particular Collect Call commercial. Bob had a baby, it's a boy. It's Bob. Had a baby. It's a boy. Surprisingly effective commercial. To remind me to use AT&T for all my collect calling needs. To be fair, last time I had to call someone and collect, I think I actually did use AT&T. I also don't remember when that was. I think it might have been about 20 years now. Seriously. Cell phones kind of ate that particular market. I couldn't remember if those fall or not. Oh good, I get a power-up. If I dance long enough. There we go. Thwomp! Intruder! You are not welcome in my castle. I will destroy you. Let's fight, Rosalina. That did look suspicious, but I can't actually, fly. So it's less suspicious than you think. Oh, boy. My general policy with these things is quick kill if I can. Well, that's a problem. I am dead. 3 of them. Oh, God. There's no place to stand. Top is suspicious. Platform is suspicious for one you can get a feather from. A little bit. Have not called a single person in your life. Yeah. I mean, it wasn't common for me back in the age before cell phones to do the, like, quick collect call because I didn't have any quarters. Which does date me a little bit, in that there were still some payphones around. In fact, I was at DEF CON one time and someone was like selling payphones because I bought a bunch. Payphones were such an interesting thing to exist. Just because they didn't want to have to deal with the notion of, like, payment and voice lines being separate wires. So they're like, yeah, let's just bundle that all up in one big thing and then, like, just make it blow specific noises down the line. And that's how we'll tell if someone's put money in, is if the correct frequencies show up in the right places. No one could produce 2 frequencies at once. That seems impossible. There could be no problems with our plan here, security-wise. Worst part is I easily could have avoided all of that. You were born before payphones went extinct too. They just that, yeah. Miss payphones. I don't really. Like, the utility of a payphone is pretty limited nowadays. I imagine there's still a few of them in existence, like near gas stations in the middle of nowhere or something, but I don't know. Wait. Is that an item? That is an item. Alright. I'm probably going to end up changing the rating on this. I just don't... To what yet? That wasn't my smartest move. I am ready to be out of Ice World. While I had fun playing through Return to Subcon, I can say, quite happily, I don't ever want to play another Icy Luigi level again. Because, man, he already handles like a buttered cat. Well, that wasn't smart. Patience? No! You're looking for patience, you have the wrong stream. I can't wait to have patience, because patience is a wonderful thing. Hurry up, gotta have it now. I want it more than anything. I get the tape for that as a kid, but I didn't know that it was actually like a TV show or something. Oh, come on. That's what I wanted, to get hit right there and then fall in the drink. Stop and play the Pokemon Pinball Machine. I was one hit away from killing the Thwomp boss, I think, too. Like, I really don't love the Thwomp boss at the best of times, but, like, making it so he spawns randomly the little flames is definitely a way to get my ire. It's gonna twirl when I landed. Okay, there we go. Yes, dry bones that throw bones are the ones that fall down. I just wasn't sure which and wanted to be sure. I just need to remember which one was which. Okay. Well, I was briefly excited. Then I forgot it was an ice world. I should have jumped on the Thwomp. Yeah, I'm ready to be out of this level. Finding new and innovative ways to die. Anyway. Oh. There's still a few commercials that are relatively effective at getting to remember certain things, even though those things are not terribly relevant in my life whatsoever. Like there's the Sears commercial about getting air conditioning. I'll call tomorrow. You'll call now. I'll call now. Etc. Though I think the one that definitely has the most mind share, a couple of them from childhood have a pretty good mind share. One of them was a commercial for Taco Casa, effectively the South's answer to Taco Bell, which I don't know why it needed to exist, but it sure does. I don't know if it's any good, I never actually went. It didn't look good to me, I'll be honest. Where two guys are, like, sitting behind a dumpster, dressed up in, like, classic spy gear. Like, all of the people are going to Taco Bell, throwing away their food, and going to Taco Casa. As a kid, I thought this was stupid, because, like, they put change in the bag. I'm gonna want my change. So... okay. The other one is definitely bizarre. Little jingle, looky, looky, looky. Here comes Cookie. Cook's Pest Control. Like, seriously. That was stupid. It's like, oh, I can kill the flames. That's gonna help. Oh no! Ugh. This is an RNG bullshit boss. This is a severe RNG bullshit boss. Lovely. More things I can't step on. No, I meant to throw it upward. I don't like this boss. I really don't. I like it less when I have to play through the entire level to play it again. Yeah, seriously, a pest control company with such a catchy jingle. In what universe? You came at a time. Yeah, I've been in this level for a few minutes. It's mostly the fact that the boss is RNG bullshit. Like, and then this is an ice level. Those are really the two things that are causing me consternation. Otherwise, the hack is fine. How you doing here, Lane Salty? It's not that long of a level. I just need to not get hit. Okay. It's the bubbles. This is fine. I'm gonna square up. Doing okay? Nice. Yeah, with the cape, this is not so bad. Just take care of it before it becomes an issue. Sans cape. This sucks. It's like, basically, I just have to wait until I get the correct draw here. Which is always a fun one. If you don't have a cape, you can't, like, destroy these little dudes, and you slowly lose ground. To be honest, I don't care for the bomb variant much either, but, like, I'll take the bomb variant over this any day. That destroys them. Whatever. That worked. Don't care. Level over. Look, she was about to Hadouken. Very much, yeah, I'm just out of there. I'm happy to be out of there. Plonk. Rosalina defeated Thwomp and prevented him from conquering the Iceland. Now Rosalina faces a challenging mission ahead. What will happen next? Be careful. It did, but not in the way. Look, a win's a win. I take those. Didn't destroy the shell, it turned out. No, I guess it didn't. But again, a win's a win. We take those. Thank you for the GGs. Dangerous lava. Okay. It's not the lava that's dangerous. It's definitely not the lava that's dangerous here. Oh, I really wanted to get the Kick and Koopa to kick it off the level. Oh well. Okay. Make it worse, I was ducking. I could have easily just avoided that. This game loves these vines. Also, what is that timer? Alright, well, we'll be going quick in a moment. There we go. Moderation things. See if I can make it, at least get the dragon coins. That worked. Good enough. No midway, so no caring. Thought the lava's a sudden burn at the end. It's true. In this case, it was the timer. The timer was the scariest thing. Ugh. Y? No, attention on the way, so not a Y level. Mega Man music. Mega Man X music. I heard we're near a castle. Will we have any surprises? Let's find out. There is a surprise for me. I need to use the bathroom at some point in the near future. Too much water. The downsides of being well hydrated. That was some bull. Okay, nope. I saw it coming. This feels like a map select song. Because, like, it builds and then just kind of loops. Not sure I dig this. Could have returned back. 8.6 out of 10. I do love that meme. Too much water. Alright, 2 dragon coins. Okay, it wasn't exactly how I wanted to play that, but let's take this guy out so I can deal with him. And then take this guy out so I can deal with him. That's too much water. You know what I mean. You're aware of the meme that I'm talking about. That's kind of the point. Hey, Charlie. Hi, Charlie. None of those had a dragon coin in them. This seems important and relevant. And I am small and can't do anything about it. That's probably the alternative exit, and the real exit's like right here. Embodying one of those tropes that everybody loves. We have to beat the whole level twice to get the secret exit. Wind and Waves trailer tweeted, this is a lot of water. 0.8 more, yeah. Stop being so silly. Well, I would say we came out ahead on that one. Just a wee bit. I am definitely ready to be out of this level because of the music. I do not care for this. Like, I was briefly excited because, like, Mega Man X music tends to be good. But this is like having the Windows 95 startup sound as your level music. It works for a moment, and then someone has to listen to it more than once. Oh, look, a 6-thrower. Oh, a key. Did I not hit that before? I must not have. That block wasn't there before either. This... yeah, okay. What? Wait, what? So there were like 3 pipes that looked like I could have gone down them. Lost your key? No problem. This passage takes you back to the map and you can re-enter the stage. Alright, we gotta come back anyway. Totally vanilla behavior. I mean, it is vanilla behavior. It's just the one thing everyone always does. It gets old. When you know it's coming. I love that I can just kill both of them. Multiple birds, multiple stones. Or only one stone. Nope. Well, nuts. Next 5? I thought it maxed out at 6. It might be the case that I have it wrong and I've always been counting off by 1. That is a possibility. Doesn't strike me as very likely, but it is a possibility. It just strikes me as it's easier to do things in pairs than it is to not do them in pairs. Thought it was 6. If anyone else wants to look this up and prove one of us right, I'm fine with that. Wait for it. Let's look. I'll take the low road this time. I'll mess it up this time. I'm mostly curious whether or not I can actually enter this pipe, which I can't, and whether or not I can enter this pipe, which I can't, and then whether or not this behavior works. Definitely put in a chuck that had 6. 5's an exception. Well, whatever. We tested the behavior I wanted to test. Oh, maybe I want to go the other way. Cave house. Oh, this is just a nice little house. With infinite time. You know what? I need a bathroom break. This is as good of a spot as any. Let's BRB. I will be right back. And we are back. 5 or 6. Go figure. Go figure. Let's grab this and go. Okay. So that was just a freebie house. Let's go to the next one. Much better music than the prior level. I do sometimes wonder if people just don't ever test their levels, where they have to spend a lot of time in them. Because, man, like, there have been some hacks I've played back in the day where, like, you listen to the same song over and over for the entire hack, and it gets old so quick. A couple of, easy difficulties hacks come to mind, like the tower... Yeah, 2 of those towers, I forget which ones. But, like, those only had the like, Buzz Mandrill song, and that was it. Then there was a hack that Jamie was briefly working on where every single level used Bloody Tears as its theme, which was actually kind of funny. But, like, that's a different hill of beans. Don't mind some songs. I mean, I gotta say, the level select theme that we just spent a while listening to definitely got old quick. Oh boy. You know, the problem is, if you position a moon, I have to get it. Am I dead because of that, though? Oh, this... Oh, no, I know what this is, and I'm toast. Maybe. I don't know. I feel like really small cycles aren't great for levels. How you doing, Arkrantz? Don't mind listening to it on repeat? Sure, repeat. But, like, I wouldn't listen to, like, a 10-second long thing on repeat. Drive me nuts. Hey, go away, football. Go away, football. Oh yeah, QLDC results came out. Usual, I never actually see anyone discuss these things except for like the very first day. So I never know if anyone actually reads the feedback. Whoops. Perception reshapes reality, only to some extent. But the football reminded me of the level with the footballs, where you are the football. Like, that one was so close to be... Like, if it didn't have that annoying football section, that one would have definitely been a contender for, like, a top spot, easily. But yeah, that football section was so unpleasant. You read the most... Oh, well, fair enough. It's more that I just don't have an argument about the metaphysics of marketing. There we go. Yeah, buy some new ads. That hasn't happened in a while. But thinking I'll have an advergaming stream before I head eastward. Hopefully. Depends on a few factors, but hopefully. There we go. There we go. I love pea balloon sections. Who doesn't love a good pea balloon? Pop. Ah, no! How do you buy ads again? You can follow the link. Just exclamation point ads. That tells you how to do it. What's annoying is at least I would have gotten the... If I'd just gone for the Dragon Coin, I would have been fine. But I was like, nah, I'll take out the Chuck, too. Why do I keep doing that? Why do I keep doing that? That works. No, they're definitely meant to play... Oh, for Pete's sake! I always hate it when that happens. You're like, oh, the object spawned in. That's just perfect timing. Do. Okay. Brilliant. Brilliant. It actually doesn't matter too much, because most of the danger here is in the section where I'm a pea ballooned. And so I don't care too much. Yeah, I wrote the ad... I may as well explain. I wrote the ad thing as an April Fool's Day joke. I think it was one of my better ones, in all honesty. But I've used it from time to time, not just as a little silly overlay that people can turn on at their whim, but also whenever I'm doing like adventures in advergaming. Whenever I'm playing like a proper advergame, I turn it on, because you kind of have to, you know? Last advergame I played, at least by my reckoning, was The Lost Island of Alana, which is an entire point-and-click adventure game a la Myst, except it's about Cherry Coke. And at the end of it, it gives you instructions on how to interpret the advice in Cherry Coke bottles. Like, Cherry Coke bottles had, like, a symbol on them you could see, kind of. Or you could read the cuneiform, which would tell you which item which particular aspect you'd be looking at. And then what the codes under the bottle's lid told you. None of which were, you win a free Coke. Just to be sure here. But mostly things in the realm of, like, your basic... Are you kidding me? Basic Magic 8-Ball nonsense. But only if you beat the game would you know this. Anyway, the game wasn't terribly difficult. Plus or minus some, like, pixel hunting. And given that the price was $0, regardless of whether you got the physical version or the downloadable version. Not a bad way to go. Certainly better as a free advert game than Avoid the Noid. Avoid the Noid is kind of bad. Yo-Noid's not bad. I want to play that again at some point, give that the old college try to beat. And then try to beat the games it's based upon. Because the engine for that game is actually used in like 3 other Nintendo games. But they're all like educational titles for Japanese children. Which I think is at least kind of funny. So I did try playing them once and had a difficult time because I didn't know some specific words. There we go. April Fool's is close, yep. Yeah, I have an idea. It's not as good as some of my more involved stuff, but I have an idea. It should be fun. I might be involved in another one, but personal stream, I have one idea that's not terrible. We'll see, at least. Alright, at least that's over with. That was a long level. And this wasn't flagged as a castle, but I guess it's a castle. And there's a Kamek. Boom. Nobody wants you here, Kamek. Also, unlit candles, which I'm not going to bother putting a marker down for, because it's unlit candles. Now I'm going to. Unlit candles! Good, there's nowhere for him to spawn for a minute. I thought it'd land on him. I misread that horribly. There we go. A little bit of luck there. I probably wouldn't bother with that marker, but this is already a rejection because I found a couple softlocks. So I may as well note down all of the things. Ow. I'm gonna miss having a cape. I miss video games. I miss my mom. Go. Good. Ow. I guess luck. Really hoping it was good game. We have a boss to fight then? Nope! I'm out! What's the deal with unlit candles? I don't really know. I'm not sure why it happens, but it's a very common thing to see. It's also just very mimetic. Mysterious battle. Oh good, we come straight to a boss room with one power-up. What? An intruder? How did you get in here? It doesn't matter. My power will be enough to defeat you. I'm hoping it's Kirby. What's up, HeroSoft? It's Bowser! Your journey will end here, Rosalina. Feel the power of my bombs. They will defeat you. Ah ha ha ha! Oh, these got short fuses. I guess that's the shtick here. It's still friggin' Mouser. Like... I think after the last couple levels I wanted a freebie. I'm pretty happy with this. Well, somewhat freebie. Oh, come on. Come on. My timing is impeccable. More work to get him to work. I didn't know there were sprites, huh? That makes sense. There we go. Bowser's so silly. Just look at him being silly, getting exploded over and over. He has a lot of hit points. Wait, what? Okay, didn't see that coming. Yeah, I gotta say, Phase 2, where he falls off his platform. Was not wasn't in my card deck. It also takes 1,000,000 hits. There we go. Got some Mario Luigi music as it happened. What is the game Bowser from 2? Mario 2. Or not the Japanese Mario 2. Same issue, a new GDQ level. The sprite for some reason will just walk off sometimes. That's kind of funny. Should try not throwing bombs, see how it works for him. I guess that was the end. We now have the Star Road that makes this merit its difficulty. Creamy House. Alright. Sa! Welcome, Rosalina, to Creamy House. This house has a strawberry milkshake. Mmm, it's so creamy. The strawberry milkshake... Okay, no, it's not the bad strawberry milkshake. It's great music. Thank you for the G. Whoops. It's pleasant having some Kirby music. Just chill after Mouser. What would happen if Mouser wandered off in that level, HeroSoft? Was it actually an issue? Like, wouldn't it be like a soft lock or something, or it'd be a failed attempt? Yep, we just beat a boss. Ooh, nice jump, Goldie. Damn it. You know what I'm impressed by? I have not spotted a single lick of cutoff in this entire thing. For someone's first hack, that's actually kind of impressive. Probably a sign that they like using the object editor far more than they like using the map 16 editor. Nope. I should have a more powerful object I was carrying. You can't get there, you think? Did something special prevent it? Like set his speed to something to reach a certain point so we can go off a cliff? That's smart. Just literally clip his wings. Okay. I only saw 3. We acquired it here, so maybe there'll be a hint. Yeah, I got the little yump. Apparently I need to go down here. He checks a point menu, set his position. That also works. This is not the beginning of the level. Ow. Dang you, slope. Is red. Vinidash. Take Yoshi's 5 coins to pay for my milkshake, okay? It's so creamy. This is definitely some sort of inside joke between these people. I need a $5 milkshake. Was that got bourbon in it or something? I think I must have not gotten everything I needed to get out of this somehow. Maybe there's another spot where I could use this? Yeah, there is. Congratulations. We have drank your milkshake. Awful trusting here, aren't I? Yoshi's coins instead of Yoshi coins off-putting? I can see it. Watch that one racetrack in Wreck-It Ralph, the Candy Crush thing. Yeah. Are teleport blocks like this always visible? I don't think I saw it. Were they at the bottom of the screen? I just don't want to go back to that level. I'm done. Done enough of that. Jana, I hate this. We've reached the hellish cave. I heard there are tons of enemies here. Now I'm gonna eat potato. Potato. I did make potato soup today. And it was tasty. And still will be tasty for several days to come, because, you know, you can't make a small amount of soup. I think I also over-celebrated it a little bit, but whatever. It's gonna be fine. In one screen, there was an entire column of bricks. Okay. I guess we'll go back after this and take a look. Because I did not even notice. Just moderation things. I missed a pipe. You know what? I'm just gonna put a marker to go back and check that pipe later. I'm not doing it right now. Paulinato. Hello, gorgeous. Let's be careful, because this cave is a beast. Let's go! This has to be a reference to something. I just don't know what it is. Like, every once in a while I'll come across, like, a hack where clearly, like, the person loves a particular piece of media and I know nothing about it. Like Winx Club or something. Vaguely remember there being a Winx Club hack. Or that one... Was it a Roberto Zampari hack, I think? Where everything was a like some sort of reference to Digimon, and I'm like, what the heck is this? And then I think the final boss was a Gundam. Yeah, we'll go look at that. Actually, let's make a marker to go... What would I do about that? I think it's probably fine, even if it is visible. Oh, you pushed an ad. Okay, I have to do something now. Listen to music for a second while I do this. What is it? Asked for more ads, so here is Persona 5. Fine. It goes to Steam. That is acceptable. Maybe one of these days I'll show y'all what my ad interface looks like, so you, just for the sake of showing it off. Because it's a little bit different. Like an awful lot of things, I basically make one interface, and then in the template I say, if you're me, you can see these things. If you're not me, you can't. Not a Persona 5 ad? Persona 3, oh my bad. Yeah, it has an equal chance of any recent ad to show up. But that still is a large pool at this point in time. There's plenty of ads. Oh boy, we'll have ads to the end of the stream at this rate, I think. It's okay, I've already abandoned the idea of doing anything else this stream. It was this column, right? Where you said the teleport blocks were? If I remember correctly. I don't see them, but it might be the case that they're visible on stream and not on mine. Because I definitely can't see it. Unless you meant inside. Which is probably what you meant, actually, thinking about it. Which case I could have just given the answer of yes, I think those are always visible. Is like, wasn't there a line here? Yeah, there's a line, but it's not like, yeah, there's a teleport blocks. Okay. Yep, they're there. I'm not sure what to do with that, but it's fine that they're there. You can have teleport blocks that are visible. I don't think that's an issue. It's that last Bible track, I'm pretty sure, that I always say, like, man, this track's really good. What's it from? And it's always Last Bible. 3. Which is kind of funny when you think about it, because why would you need a Last Bible 3? And I always wonder, is Last Bible 3 any good? I mean, I may never know. At least not at this rate that I play video games. But I mentioned an Atlas game. I mean, there's an awful lot of Atlas games. Actually, I saw one that might be of interest to some of you. I saw a really highly recommended Toho fan game for sale It's basically a Shin Megami Tensei style game, so very old school. I think Atlas, but Toho. And it was like, yeah, this is pretty good. It's like, what's up with the warts of those games? Like, no, it has some quality of life things, which I mean, assume means that it gives you at least a way to map that isn't by hand. Because, dear God, that's one of the reasons I never want to play those games. Who has got time for map making in this day and age? It is a Shin Megami Tensei game, yeah. Artificial Dreamer at Arcadia. Oh, is that what it's called? What's up, Max? Hello, Memory Lane and people. Put it back on if it matters. We are moderating this hack. It is going adequately. Turns out this hack is very vanilla, very VLDC style. OLDC style, almost. With, like, two major differences, them mostly being blocks that teleport you or block your passage. Though that looks really interesting up there. So we may need to go exploring. It's trampoline, never mind. Railson, look how cool. A spring. And an entrance above. Let's see what that is. If it's a trap. Oh. If it's a trap, I'm going to be so mad. It's probably a trap. What's up, Memory Lane? Thank you for the raid. How was the stream? What you up to? Hope it was something fun. Like the Rosalina sprite. It actually came with the Rosalina sprite, surprisingly. Last Bible 3 is unfortunately not. It's engaging, but the encounter rate is off the charts like you've never seen an RPG. That sounds like a case to do like a proper quality of life little hack that lowers that number somewhat, maybe. Alright, is this a trap? It's a trap! It's a tarp! I made my choice. Thank you for the follow. Please enjoy your fish. I like that name, by the way. Cheetos man! This area has so many bullets in it. Also, all that's missing is some Cheetos. Look, Cheetos! Let's get out of here, Rosalina. Have considered the Chester Cheeto game for Adver Gaming time. I just haven't done it yet. Listen. Nope. Ow. This is probably also the point in time where Max is going to remind me about Chupa Chups for some reason. But that's a weird Adver game. Still not sure what to think about that. I have no time. I probably shouldn't do the thing I'm going to do and come back and do it later, after getting all the dragon coins. I definitely think you can get on top of that. So I want to. Oink. Perfect. Visible warp blocks? Yeah, it's a weird choice, but I think it's fine. Atlas games are quite prone. I think in general, it's just the case with old stuff. Yeah, that's the new ad. Older games just tend... Older RPGs, JRPGs especially, liked having high encounter rates. I think that reason for that might have to do with the fact that an awful lot of JRPGs and cliches come through the way of wizardry, if I'm not mistaken. I was reading somewhere about how, like, the cliche of there being an adventurer's guild that exists in a lot of Japanese media isn't really a thing. Like, it's not really a thing in most, like, Western media stuff. But apparently, that's how you got new characters when they died in wizardry. Like, the old school, like, Apple II ported to every system wizardry. And since that was widely played in Japan, apparently people just, like, picked that up and stuck with it. I have to imagine that game has a fairly high encounter rate too, but I've never played it. There's a lot of very old school games I've never played, and honestly, I think I'm okay with some of those. Alright, the whole point of this endeavor was to see if I can get on top of this and get up to some nonsense. Well, you could pass the goal. Is there anything past the goal? It's not even cut off past the goal. Darn it. Alright. See the confusion with P5? Yeah. Add some red there. You have Futa. Also, why kobolds look like wolfmen specifically in Japan. That's true, actually. They're usually green, lizardy dudes in America. No, it's just interesting to see, like, a parallel evolution, you know? Mario, Rosalina, welcome to the frozen paradise. It's fun but dangerous. Be careful. And you could be a fan of Beatman. Who the heck is Beatman? What is this game? Like, I feel like I'm playing a hack that's like 50% homage to this dude's friends. Like, I'd say IRC friends, but like the era of IRC friends is long over. Now is the era of Discord friends. Now is the winter of our discount tent. He wouldn't say that? No, it's a bit out of character. He'd go, wah! And other things like that, I think. I know very little about this Wario. Oops. Yeah, go away. All this treasure is mine. Is it bad that I marginally like Waluigi more than Wario? I just think he's funny. You know? Luigi needs a counterpart. I'm a little tired. We'll make bad Luigi. Okay. I guess that works. I'm like the Good Samaritan, but evil. That's suspicious right there. Unfortunately, I can't do anything about it, but it's suspicious. Just the bad Samaritan is such a dumb supervillain concept. Now is the winter of our discotheque. Oh boy. This might be like the shortest distance from P-Switch to where you use P-Switch I've ever seen. Or obviously use it, I suppose. Hey, we did it. Waluigi is a supervillain? No. The Bad Samaritan is a Batman villain, I think? I'm not exactly sure if he's Batman. I think he's DC. But, like, Batman has a lot of really dumb villains, like Condiment King and, Polka Dot Man. Like, Adam West Batman couldn't fight the Joker every week. A penny plunderer who committed a bunch of penny-related crimes, who's canonically in hell for some reason. I don't think Batman ever met the guy. He just got, like, squished by his giant penny and went straight to hell. Oh, come on now. Whoop. Oh, nope. Not today. Okay, maybe today. I like the sleigh bells. They're nice. Hope I don't need that. Damn it. This is a jerk who wants fame and attention. The reason why he is different to Wario and has Rose's mouth in certain games. How does somebody want, like, romantic attention from one of the princesses? But again, my knowledge of not mainline Mario games is pretty low. I never played Mario Tennis. I know Waluigi's in Mario Tennis. But, like, so are a lot of things. Like, wasn't that the first game, like, Waluigi was in, was one of the tennis games? Because they just needed a partner for Luigi? And honestly, we cannot discuss Waluigi without talking about Brawl in the Family, one of the best Smash Brothers comics of all time. That wasn't made by, like, some dude on an image board. Because the Final Destination comic is probably the greatest single one ever. Well, some variation upon it, at least. I did need the shell. Because I need to go up there. I'm pretty sure? No, it's further along, isn't it? Oh, I can get the shell at least. Damn it! Mario Tennis 64. Oh, it's earlier than I thought. Guy that fights for the spotlight. Mario just wants riches. Anyway. I just think Adam West Batman is funny. I think that's really what this comes down to. He is my favorite Batman, unironically. Batman is a silly character. Adam West is silly. It befits him more. Square up. Okay, I need the shell. That's it here. I just need the shell. And then I need to proc... Darn it! Whenever you hear Batman, the first thing you think about is a Bat credit card? He has a Bat credit card? Everywhere you want to be, Robin. Now remember, that's the one with Poison Ivy, right? And Mr. Freeze. I can't say Arnold Schwarzenegger was brilliant in that movie, but that was brilliant. Like, all of his one-liners. What killed the dinosaurs? The Ice Age! Nice to meet you! It's way better than Danny DeVito Penguin. That was just weird, Danny DeVito Penguin. That entire movie was weird. With the Catwoman scenes, and yeah, that didn't work for me. Yeah, Forever. I think you're right. We rented that, so we watched it at least twice. Because that was the style at the time. If you got it on VHS, you were going to watch it at least twice. Okay. Just go higher. There we go. Neft Alino. Go for it, Rosalina. To move on, we first need to check if you've activated all 4 Switch Palaces. Apparently I activated that one. And that one. And that one. There was probably more over there. I'll check that later. Forever is Riddler and Two-Face, Batman and Robin is Mr. Freeze, and Poison Ivy. Ah, thank you. Yeah, it's from one of the Tim Burton ones. Oh, bonus area. We need to go to the bonus area. Actually, with bonus area nonsense, I would probably be willing to go and just check that out again, because it wouldn't take that long. If I can just bowl through a decent chunk of that real quick. So much easier to just murder everything. Hooray for murder! I didn't even notice the music. What was it? Just taking it easy because I want to see what's past the key. And I'm tired of this level. Yep, there we go. Shade Man from Mega Man 7. Huh. Get very goose when there was a New York Times Connection puzzle with Returns, Forever Begins, and Robin that did not form a category of Batman clips. That is mean. I am with you. Did mention the Puzzmo thing earlier. It was like Frog's Companion, and I really thought it was Robo. Oh, I need a shell. I don't need a shell. I have a flippin' cape. And a lot with this current attitude, I don't. There we go. Okay, really quick. Just see if there's anything past there. Nope. Bullets, danger. How close am I to the end of this? Wow, bullets and danger. Crap. I wasn't prepared despite having read the name. Kolho JDS. Hey, Rosalina, you're just a few steps away from your final battle. And the villains have set some traps. Yeah, no crap. Okay, I missed the very first one, but we can make up for it. Yeah, if I had to rank those, I'd probably put the Joker. Is it Riddler? Joker? Riddler? Like, I liked the one with Jack Nicholson? Jack something. Like, he did a good job despite being in a relatively kind of crummy movie, all things considered. Then Poison Ivy. And then the other one, because I don't even remember what happened in that one. Or Danny DeVito Penguin was not good. I didn't like Jim Carrey in one of them. I thought his role was largely superfluous and silly. And I don't remember if that one was the same one with Jack Nicklaus. Maybe there's 4 of those instead of 3, and I'm just confused. Nuts. You know, why did I do that? Because I wanted to re-grab. I thought I had time. That's why. I didn't even need to re-grab. I just wanted it. Sometimes you just gotta bomb. Like a box office movie. Yeah, but still been hearing nothing but good things about Project Hail Mary, which I definitely want to go see in theaters. It's one of the class of movies that I think are worth seeing. Like, big spectacle movies are still kind of worth seeing in theaters. Whereas, like, if it's a I don't even make rom-coms or comedies anymore, let's be honest. It wouldn't matter so much. And I'm kind of done with Marvel. I don't need another thing. A multiverse is really a boring way to say we don't want to have writing that makes sense. Like, it is just so much work to keep up with it. I never even kept up with it beforehand. My sister did. It took her a lot of work to watch and read all the appropriate things. Like, I would rather go and watch all of One Piece than watch all of Marvel. And I'm pretty sure there's, like, a non-trivial amount more One Piece than Marvel. Safe. Hey, Rosalina. Can I save here? It's so hard. We can't fly with the cape, but we can still glide. You're not wrong. But I don't have a cape. I always thought this song was some sort of, like, visual novel. Time travel? Oh, yeah. Back to the Future was fun, but, like, man, I've seen enough. So maybe, like, 2 or 3 time travel movies I'll actually sit through, as long as they're, like, silly. Then again, I never saw Hot Tub Time Machine. Maybe I would have enjoyed that. Like, there's a few where I don't mind it, where, like, the time travel is funny. Like, Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure works because it's funny. But, like, an awful lot of them, it's like, yeah, no, I'm good. Oh, Back to the Future was good, too. But you basically do have to, like, suspend some belief for time travel, because why wouldn't you just solve your problems with time travel? Like, it answers every question. And at least in Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure, they do, eventually. Faye, Rosalina, our adventure is almost at its end. There's some info you need to know. Are we gonna have like a sudden like this is actually a huge, deep, religiously significant plot thing at the very last second that some animes and other things like to do? We've literally had no plot up to this point. It's been slice of life for the last 14 hours you've watched this. Now it turns out that the main character is secretly like an angel of some kind, and none of this stuff makes any sense. Also, it would have been a very ineffective Lava Lotus. You mess with the past, it'll change the future. Dad doesn't give Mom the present. Main character's about to vanish. Kills Melon in the past. Nothing changes. Yeah. No. The leaf-on effects are pretty... The fan out for that could be really wide. I like the Simpsons take on that, where like Homer keeps just killing prehistoric animals and it changes the future. Even though it's very, well, relatively minor changes to what you would expect, right? But it's the Simpsons, so it's fun. Again, seriousness versus, like, silliness is the dominating factor here for me. Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey is paced like... I don't love Bogus Journey, I'll be honest. Jiska. Rosalina, I request using the Fire Flower in the next stage. Chilling trouble is coming. Be careful. Oh, boy. Don't like hearing that. We've already been doing a lot of that kind of nonsense. Got them all. Like Pokemon or cigarettes. Bomb right to the car, yeah. I mean, Bogus Journey doesn't have any time travel. It just involves Bill and Ted dying and coming back. Which is kind of funny. But, like, yeah. I like them going to heaven. I like the Reaper. Who ends up being their bassist. I think that's funny. I never saw the third movie. I have no idea if it's any good. But it did sound like they were taking one of the precepts of the second movie and taking it far away. Cat Ray. Cot Ray? Rosalina, watch out. It's cold out. But those bullets aren't kidding around. Be careful and grab the 5 Yoshi coins. I assume we'll need them. That pipe was suspicious, and I regret my actions. Funny enough, the first time I saw Bogus Journey, I got it out of a cereal box. I forget what brand of cereal it was, but they were giving away DVDs at one point in time. And one of the DVDs happened to be Bogus Journey, and we happened to get it in a box of, like, Total or something. Like, I don't even think it was, like, a fun kid's cereal, like Fruity Pebbles or something. It's like Raisin Bran. To be fair, I still like Raisin Bran. Sister raised an important point the other day, back when I was on the East Coast, is like, you know, Mom, you always were very careful to not buy us sugary cereals. But then you let us just access the sugar bowl. Like, what was the point? She's like, you know, in retrospect. Oh, hello. Thank you for the follow. I remember when cereal prizes were, like, big and important things in my life. I think I had a watch once. I didn't know what cereal it was. Like, I put in enough proofs of purchase to make sure I got this watch. I don't think I have the watch anymore. I didn't expect that pipe to actually proc. Perfect. Really? This just makes me want to play Mario RPG again. Speaking of Waluigi, there he is! Joining in rhyme Waluigi time! No, the most serious, like, proof of purchase-based thing we ever got, as kids, was the Wacky Zany Kool-Aid video, which you can see it on YouTube. It's mostly an advertisement for Kool-Aid, interspersed with a bunch of stock footage. And Dom DeLuise having a battle with a vending machine, a newspaper vending machine. It's an inexplicable thing that exists. But I love that it exists. I drunkenly bought a copy a while ago and finally donated it to somebody who will actually use it. We'll see. He's doing a show in the near future, so I'll probably go see if he ends up using it for at least a bit of it. That'll be my Sunday. Nope, no. At least I cleared the way. Okay. This time shall be different. This time I'm not going to jump on the nothingness. All nothing. Do not jump on the nothingness between the Koopas. There is nothing there but the nothingness between the Koopas. You know how long it actually took me to learn that the TV show Between the Lions was about the New York Public Library? Also, this would be a good spot to farm lives if I cared about that. Because there's 2 large stone lions that guard the New York Public Library. Damn it. Rosalina, I have news. King Wart is behind the invasion. Defeat him and save Angel Island. Aw, man, there's fewer words that could have been said that would dampen my enthusiasm for this hack. Oh no, I have to fight SMW Wart. Briefly knew their names, yeah. There were a lot of names. Wasn't ever a keeper of names. Friggin' Wart. Actually, with the time it is, we might actually still have time for some stuff. The Great Battle. 1. Here you fight Wart. Oh, there better be an effing midway if I have to fight Wart. Mistakes are made. Maybe we won't be doing that. Because looking at the time, like, there might be time enough for some SMB2 nonsense if I pick good levels. I still haven't built a level picker yet. So my plan was more or less to see which ones I'd already done and look at CO's judging to see which ones didn't take very long. Right, that went up my butt. I trained for this, just watching. I mean, that's what you do. It's just a lot harder to do on this for some reason. I find the NES one to be less... Oh god, it's so high. Less unpleasant. Ooh, I get to see what's beyond that point. Okay. At least the room's short. 2! Well, it's not an auto-scroller. Or an auto-molar. Hey! Oh, I thought the other one was going to drop too. 3! This comes with 2 power-ups. Alright, I'm liking this 3-room castle. Oh, that's mean. It does feel like it might be built off of Bowser's actual castle. Which reminds me, there were no credits in the README. The README literally says that if you, like, should never distribute this in ROM form or something. It's a very angry-ish README, given what the content. Which is kind of funny. It said you have to do the README first, so I did, but I assumed it would, like, give me some, like, plot context or something. But no, it's just literally, if you paid money for this, you got robbed. Highly aggressive. Shouts losing cape. Yep. Alright, well, there's a lava lotus. I couldn't see the lava lotus. This room seems familiar. Definitely not fast ROM, most likely. Shouldn't have done that. I knew there was one. This is all things... Shoot. This is all things come in threes. I thought it was further in. Okay. It's a... Ah! Yes! Woohoo! And a mushroom! And plot! King Wart, you think you've won this battle? You are sorely mistaken. Come, Rosalina, let us fight. Alright, I have to die anyway, which sucks, though. Ah, we get power-ups plenty, though. And the song, which is absurdly overhyped. Yeah, it's just Wart. I love this track. What's up, Noah? How you doing? They include a disclaimer, but actually sold it themselves. Resold by scammers plenty of times. Yeah. Alright. Again, tempo reset. Alright, let's ward it up. I'm gonna wait till I get hit. Do. Freebie. Nope. Okay, a little bit off. See? I told you. We're playing it smart today. Which songs again? I actually don't know. But it's so ridiculously over-adrenalized for what this is. Nope. Okay, he waits there a long-ass time. Do. At least the arena is pretty chill. Melty blood? That sounds reasonable. Can I stand under and throw up? Never tried, but why not? No, because the vegetables kick to the right. It doesn't matter what you want to do, they always kick. Horizontally or vertically. That's the problem I remember now, is there's no easy way to get that tell when he's what's a part of the stand still motion. And this wart stands still for like 50 minutes. And weirdly, the other one doesn't. Want to hear a trick? Lay it on me. Speaking of 50 minutes. Oh, I'm on a timer. Right into him with it? It's not a bad idea. It's probably a good idea in retrospect. And I hate Wart. Yeah, I had to maximally cook that veggie. It was so overcooked. Alright, do I get a useful tell this time? Yeah, it's... What do you... Oh! I'm gonna run out of time. That was 3 hits. I shouldn't have gone for that. Wait. Alright, I hit him. The tell changes. Shout out to having them fire doesn't kill him. Fire only makes it better. How you doing, Fries? But yeah, like, pretty much bosses are never attackable by Fire Flower. I think I've seen maybe 1 or 2 in the entire time doing this. But we'll just do it anyway. See? Never interacts. Wasn't worth the hit. It's the end of his walk cycle, but a fair distance from it. Is foreshadowing the Mario movie? I hope not. Wart is a lame thing, and I want more Jack Black if I'm going to watch a Mario movie. It's right before he starts to walk back. Oh, that's bull. I got him there, at least. Okay, right as he's walking back. Okay. I think that was 2. At least catching the veggies is easier. Halfway through the walk back. Gotta say, Subcon has trained me for this moment. Also, still want to point out the veggie machine in the middle of the screen is really stupid. Okay, near the end of his walk cycle. I can't... Nope, nope! You know, I'd consider an option here. Like, I'd never considered that I could just... Nah, it didn't work. Why did that work last time? I don't need all this weird planning if I could just throw them at him. Yeah, this is much easier. I think I've been making this a lot harder for myself for the last 6 years. Yeah, I've made the unfortunate assumption it was his mouth that was his hitbox, which I'm pretty sure is true for the original. Okay, it still is his mouth, but, like, I can do this. Still felt like doing it the fancy way. Oh, I can still get hit! We did it. No, how is it possible? I failed. How could I? You won, Rosalina, but I shall return. Just you wait. I hope there's a short credits level, because I could die here. The King Wart's adventures have come to an end. The Angel Land returns to peace thanks to Rosalina. Your adventure is over. You are a hero. Press up, please. Rosalina's Guild Saga. Level design by Tiozinho. I don't know. Graphics by Hawthorne, Andia, Samantha, Seg, Robotism Party, Boneby, Arnor Boo, Flagpole, Raikon, Luigi-san, Roy. Sprites by Mario Fan Gamer, Tsukjar, Yoshikuki Juice, Iceman, Russo, Disparo Superi, Dapperton, Dron, and Roy, I think. Blocks by Claro, Morsel, Mario, and Koyuki. Isam, Arjus, Nolyoshi, Vitraviella, Coopster, Permaban, Alcaro, Lorenzo, Amelia, Akia, Alpha Napkins, Tattletale, Edit, People Arbles 2, Mario Fan Gamer, Galactic Spear, and Ladia. La-di-da. Yeah. Yeah, I know it's Portuguese. Music by a lot of people, including Wakana, and Hooded Edge, and Gamma V, and Mixer, and Tioz, and Brickblock, and Samantha, and H. Carell, and Red and Green, and 6646, Obre Sam, Ladia, and Matthew. I'm surprised to see Max in here. Huh? Have the SMD2, the player hitbox is bigger? That's true. Revision. Taizo, that's it now. Playtest. Polano Thay, Katan, Raid, Peaches, Duda, Testman, Asafe, Jessica Purple, Jana, and Saw. This explains all of the names I saw in that area. Portuguese translation. Both of these by Taizo. That's it. His name's Taizo now. Special thanks to Railguns in general. Cataray, the same people who tested this hack that I can't read very fast. Wario, Idle Gamer, Chris, and Mew, the player. Thank you for playing my game. Do you know some of these people? Imagine dying to screen because it would have been funny. Help, I've been doing it wrong. Yeah, I have. Videos are better than back then. Thank you for playing. Your progress has been saved. The end. Press B. I guess my progress has been saved. Daizo's last brother. And also Kaizo's last brother. Yeah, they gotta fix the reset tempo stuff. That's ridiculous. But 44 exits is what I was promised, and this has... That's the wrong one. Where's the exit count anymore? I don't know anymore. 44 exits, yep. Okay, there's 44 exits. We successfully did the thing. Tiozinho? Yeah. Anyway, we beat Wart in a smart way, and that's all the value we're gonna get out of that. Yeah, long story short, if it wasn't for the couple softlocks I found, this would be an easy accept. I suspect it's an easy fix. Means little uncle? Oh, that's cute. Oh, I did not know that. But yeah, like, I expect that next time a moderator comes across, this will be an easy accept. Just a few minor issues. 16 markers, some of which are just slow down. Some of which are things I should go back and double check, which don't matter very much. Like, this would be an pretty easy accept next time around, I suspect. It's just, you gave me access to the top of the screen when you shouldn't have, is really what this boils down to. And if you're gonna do that, you need to buckle up your top screens. Not hard to fix. Not hard to fix. But still pretty fun for being a largely... Honestly, it felt like a largely vanilla hack. Like, what were all... I guess most of the sprites were, like, boss sprites, but there were not that many other things going on. It felt like very much an OLDC-style hack beyond the bosses. Which is still fun, but, you know...